Peppa Pig, George's new dinosaur. George's favourite toy is Mr. Dinosaur. George likes bouncing Mr. Dinosaur in the garden, playing with him at bath time, and he loves going to sleep with Mr. Dinosaur beside him. At bedtime, Peppa says, "George, I think Mr. Dinosaur is broken." George is very upset. Mummy and Daddy Pig come in to see why George is crying. Cries George. "Poor George," says Daddy Pig. "Maybe it's time we got you a new dinosaur." The next day, Peppa, George, Mummy and Daddy Pig visit Mr. Fox's shop. "I'm sure we'll find a lovely dinosaur here, George," says Mummy Pig. "Look, George," says Daddy Pig, pointing to the shop window. "There's a big one."
"Oh, dinosaur,"
says George. "Good morning," beams Mr. Fox. "Can I help you?" "We'd like to buy the dinosaur in the window, please," says Daddy Pig. "Good choice," says Mr. Fox. "This is Dino Roar. He walks, he talks, and he sings." "Wow!" says everyone.
"Dino Roar,"
says George excitedly. "We'll take it," says Daddy Pig. George is playing with Dino Roar in the garden. Dino Roar sings, "Dino Roar, listen to Dino Roar, roar." "Careful, George," says Daddy Pig. "Don't play too roughly because Dino Roar will get broken." George wants to play with Dino Roar in the bath.
"Dino Roar,"
says George. But Mummy Pig says, "George, if you get Dino Roar wet, he'll stop working." Peppa and George are asleep in bed, but suddenly Dino Roar comes to life. "Roar! Dino Roar! Dino Roar!" "George," says Peppa,
"Dino Roar has woken me up."
"Maybe Dino Roar should sleep somewhere else," says Daddy Pig, taking Dino Roar away. George is feeling sad. He cannot play with Dino Roar in the garden, or the bath, or even in bed. "Never mind, George," says Mummy Pig brightly. "Dino Roar can still roar." "Dino Roar, listen to Dino Roar." Dino Roar stops walking and talking completely. "I think the batteries must have run out," says Mummy Pig. "Already? How many are there?" grumbles Daddy Pig as batteries pour out of Dino Roar.
"Hundreds and thousands,"
cries Peppa as she picks him up. Peppa spots something green under a bush.
"What's this?"
says Peppa.
"Is it a trumpet?"
"You found Mr. Dinosaur's tail," says Mummy Pig. "Now Daddy Pig can mend him." "He might be a bit difficult to mend," says Daddy Pig doubtfully. But the tail slips perfectly into place. Daddy Pig has mended Mr. Dinosaur. "Ho, ho, ho," chuckles Daddy Pig.
"Hello, Mr. Dinosaur,"
says Peppa. "Arr!" replies George. Everybody laughs. Mr. Dinosaur is George's favourite toy in the whole world. The end. Peppa Pig, Peppa's first glasses. Peppa and George are outside playing with their friend Pedro Pony. They are busy jumping in muddy puddles. Splash, splosh, splish. Ha 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 ha! Peppa giggles as she jumps up and down. Ah! Oh! Pedro exclaims as he slips into a puddle and falls over. His glasses fly high into the air and land on the grass. Where are my glasses? Pedro asks Peppa and George, stumbling about. Pedro can't see very well without them. Peppa and George look for Pedro's glasses. George quickly finds them and then tries them on. Silly George, Peppa says. She takes the glasses and gives them back to Pedro. Here they are. Thank you, says Pedro as he puts them on. Pedro, why do you wear glasses? Peppa asks. I need to, replies Pedro. My daddy said so. He's an optician. What's an optician? Peppa wonders. Pedro explains. An optician checks that you can see clearly. He does an eye test. Shall I give you an eye test? Pedro asks Peppa. Peppa agrees and Pedro leans in close. Interesting, he says, rubbing his chin. Close one eye and say what you can see. I can see George, Peppa says. George snorts. Now close both eyes, Pedro instructs Peppa. Peppa closes both her eyes. I can't see anything, Peppa says. Can't see anything. Very, very interesting, Pedro says. I think you need glasses. Soon it is Pedro's home time. He waves goodbye to his friends and goes home with his mum. Peppa and George go inside. Pedro gave me an eye test and I need glasses, says Peppa. When I closed my eyes, I couldn't see anything. No one can see anything with their eyes closed, Mummy Pig explains. But, Peppa sighs, Pedro knows all about glasses. All right, Peppa, chuckles Daddy Pig. Let's take you to the optician for a proper eye test. Peppa and Mummy Pig are at the optician's. What can I do for you, Mr. Pony? Asks Peppa. I need an eye test, please, Peppa replies, jumping up into his special chair. Of course, Mr. Pony says. Put these special glasses on and then look at the chart. Mr. Pony is going to test Peppa's eyes. Can you read these for me, please? Asks Mr. Pony, pointing at some numbers. Peppa says what she sees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good, Mr. Pony says. And now these colours, please. Red, orange, blue, green, yellow, purple, says Peppa. Excellent, Mr. Pony says. Mummy Pig helps Peppa to try on some glasses while Mr. Pony checks the test results. Some pairs look a little funny. How about these, Mummy Pig, says to Peppa, holding out some red-hearted shaped glasses. Wow, I like these ones, Mummy, says Peppa. They both agree that Peppa looks fantastic in the glasses. Mr. Pony comes back with the results. Good news! Peppa has perfect eyesight. Oh, so I don't need glasses, Peppa sighs disappointedly. But I really wanted some. Oh, Mr. Pony says, thinking, I suppose you could have some sunglasses. Peppa puts on a pair of red heart-shaped sunglasses. Fantastic, Peppa says.
I hope it's sunny every day so I can always wear them.
The end.
Hi kids, did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.